So the follow-up there is just how many sets and reps and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to put it really simple for you, that every set and rep range that you do has an element of building muscle, building endurance, and building strength, right?
Yeah.
Every single one of them,
Yeah.
up to, I think it used to be like 22, but I think something I was reading months and months ago, I seen someone say 25 to 30.
But I wouldn't go that high.
Nah,
I don't
you're
go
not
over,
doing that with squats, right?
I don't go over 20.
Right, so 20 is my cap. So let's break down the rep ranges. I'd say 1 to 4 is a rep range, and 1 to 6 is a similar rep range. But if you categorize them into heavy-ish sets, right, they can also be used for technical sets where it's lighter load and you're working through the range of motion. Okay, so that's one category.
Yeah.
Next category, 6 to 12-ish, somewhere in the range of there, which is seen as the muscle building category. But again, it's just another rep range. Okay.
Yeah.
It's unlikely that between 6 and 12 you're hitting your heavy as fuck sets unless we'll talk about it in a wee sec. Then the last rep range would be upwards of 12 to 20. Okay. Yeah. They sets hurt. They sets are very hard to do on a number of exercises, which we'll come on to in a wee sec. So every single one of them has elements of building strength, building muscle, building endurance, or work capacity, I guess, if you want to call it. This is why it's important to program them. This is why it's important to phase them. So no matter what you're doing, whatever your goal is, have a 4 to 6 week window and categorize one of those sets in your program. Keep the exercises the same, whatever it is, right?
See how it feels as well.
Now, building, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, exercise selection is important because to do 1 to 6 reps with a cable tricep pull down doesn't really work that way. It doesn't bend well. 1 to 6 rep ranges with like heavy bicep curls. I would argue there's a wee bit of
it would still work.
Strength in it, but it doesn't make sense to have them in there. Your compound lifts, however, compound movements would be like squats, bent over rows, overhead press, all this sort of things. They do really well in the 1 to 6 rep range. They do well in the 6 to 12 rep range. They have value of doing them in the 12 to 20, but
they'll fatigue you.
It's hard. So that's where I would say for that phase with those movements, 2 weeks.
And do you know what?
3 weeks. Maybe.
See this topic. It's so individual.
Mm-hmm.
It's not confusing, but it's so in depth to person. Yeah, like you've got to learn what rep ranges work for you, what work for our clients. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to put what do you call? I don't even know. I'm just going to throw a spanner in the works here. Right. My powerlifting programs, the ones that I do, the ones that I make, don't have rep ranges. They have set reps. Mm-hmm. They don't change.
Yeah.